Alright, going back to the library today. It's not going to be too exciting because I'm recuperating from that long distance I traveled yesterday. It was probably about 20 miles on foot and bicycle. I can't say it was even though. I probably spent more time on the bicycle, but I definitely traveled a good distance around, and I'm feeling it. Feeling the effects, just general fatigue in the legs. If I push myself today, I wouldn't be very effective in my movements. And I'll treat it like I used to back in the old days when I was able to afford the gym. Treat it like a workout, and I need, well, they say I think 2 to 3 days to recover when you work a particular muscle. I would turn, if I was able to continue, if I was able to do find a workout place or whatever, I would just work different muscles. I'd work my upper body. I'd do upper body work, since that's not tired. It's just my lower body that's tired. And yeah, it's pretty busy here. They even got a double-decker bus all the way out here. They really move people around. So I need that recovery time. Oh man, alright. Just kind of move all the way over because I want Elkhorn Street. I believe it's down this way. There's a McDonald's. Wow. Gosh darn it, I think I should pass, but I got these hard-boiled eggs, and I was thinking an Egg McMuffin would be great with that. I should have done some more research. I haven't really looked around this immediate area enough. I'm not familiar with it, but I might as well spend the time to get familiar with it, because I got another 3-week wait, another 3 weeks hanging out in the Las Vegas area till the end of February, pretty much. And at that point, I mean, I'd want to start looking at the end of February around here. I gotta start going like straight north again. And if that's the case, what the heck? I'll go to the California coast. So I'm gonna be tied up here for so long for waiting on this legal problem. You know, wondering if the attorney is going to press charges or not. You know, I could really use some insights on that. I could really use some insights. Man. Could I... I'd like to file for discovery or something just to get some insight, because I feel like I'm put on probation from the time I get the ticket until the court date time. It's a probation. That's a probation in itself. That's a punishment in itself, by having to wait around and see what this attorney wants to do. And it really shouldn't be a mystery like this. But they got their work ahead of them. Elkhorn, that's my turn. It really shouldn't be such a wait like this, where it's a mystery what's going to happen. I could really use more insight, but I also could. There's some things I'd really like to find more out about, because apparently I'm misinterpreting the FOIA too, with finding out the length of time that the cop has spent in service. I thought that was a reasonable request, but apparently that's too much personal information about the cop. And I wouldn't have really been so interested about that if I didn't get that information volunteered to me by the Meridian Police Department in Idaho. If they hadn't volunteered that information to me, I wouldn't have been asking it from Las Vegas. But since it was volunteered, it has me wondering how open how open is the information about cops? I mean, I wouldn't push the issue. I kind of push the issue a little bit with even asking about salary, because Tom Zebra's channel on YouTube likes to put the salary of the cops in California, but this is Nevada. Makes it interesting to me. If I get harassed, if I go to California and get harassed, I'll definitely want to get that public information about the cops put on my videos. I'm not looking for harassment, but if it comes, I'm trying to avoid it. But if it comes, I'll definitely want to take advantage of those avenues. Yeah, Nevada is very secretive. The cops won't even put their full names. I mean, you can't build up any relations with the people, with the local citizens, if the cops are going to act like anonymous soldiers who take you can't pin a name on it. You have to work with a description of the cop. Is that it? You don't know how long they've worked. You don't know their names. The best you could do is describe it's a white guy. That's what it comes down to. It's a white guy, maybe with certain facial features, because a lot of cops are white guys. I mean, take some responsibility for yourself with that. I'm just going all over the place with this. Yeah, I started out talking about exercise and stuff. I'm gonna need to at least get out and walk around a little bit halfway through my library session, because my blood circulation isn't great. This bicycle riding and walking doesn't work my butt muscles as much as I need it to. That's what squatting does. That's what walking up this mountainside. If I could ever find a good spot, a good trail to walk up a mountainside, that would work the butt just a little bit better. At least fix my hip issue. I have to admit, I didn't have any hip issues yesterday walking around. I did a lot of walking too, but I also didn't get some rash in between my legs either, which is always a good thing. Yeah, no hip pain. Not sure. Usually it comes. Not sure why it didn't come this time, but you know, just got to be thankful for that. Walking up hills, though, is the best way to relieve that. Once again, I mean, really enjoy a nice hill. Too bad they don't build up in the hills around here. They avoid building up in these hills. They'll build up in hills in Oregon. Well, not all of Oregon. There's a lot of parts where they won't touch it. You really gotta have a lot of confidence in your hill if you're gonna build up into it. Astoria has the confidence. They got the old homes. They built right up into the hills. They trust them hills in Astoria, Oregon, and a lot of parts of Oregon, probably because the vegetation holds it into place so well. Landslides, no problem, right? Those tree roots will hold a landslide in place. Unless if it's against the ocean. The ocean will tear it up, but it's not really against the ocean. Like, well, Astoria is next to the Columbia River, but you can do it. You know, that's a little bit more of a gradual erosion there. Okay, I got to turn on not Tenaya. I'm not even sure what the speed limit is here. 35. Wow, I'm speeding. Oh, those hills. Yeah, I got things to look into. I got to apply for food stamps. I've been in Nevada long enough, and the Utah one, it restarts at 11th, and I'm not sure if it will restart because it's not clear on the website. So I need to just start filing for Nevada, get things all in order. I don't need the food stamp card. It's hard to say. There's a really good chance that food stamps will start sooner in Nevada than the 11th. So that makes switching over to the Nevada food stamp system more attractive. I don't know. They'd probably want to wait till the 11th though themselves, just to keep in line with avoid the double dipping. That's pretty much it. I don't want to do any double dipping with my food stamps. That could be jail time, I guess. Although I'm willing to pay back. I'm trying to keep a savings account for any oversights, overreaches, overstretches. Keep a cushion as best I can. It's my emergency fund, but if the government comes down on me for something they think I wronged the government with, then you know, I'll dip into my emergency fund for that if that's what it comes down to. So busy enough day today, just researching things that normal people probably wouldn't really be so concerned about. How like with a ticket, a lot of people want to pay their tickets. I was listening to this lady who's talking about how she couldn't make the court date because she had to go to a piano lesson. She had to go to a piano lesson and didn't want to do the court date, so she was just willing to pay the money, the fee. Where am I? I'm a ways away from the library. That's ridiculous. I would skip that piano lesson and go for the court date instead. Fight it. She wants to pay. She wanted to do a payment plan. I was listening to her at the clerk of courts, and I was thinking how ridiculous it all sounded. These people get so stressed out by the legal system that they're willing to just pay to make the stress go away. That's the beauty, and they capitalize on it too with the legal system. It's so ridiculous. That's not a fair trade, okay? It's a bully trade, okay? I'm looking at fair trades, you know. That's why I'm really inspired by Donald Trump. Fair trades, fair exchanges. That's what I'm looking for. I believe that's what he's bringing out with a lot of things. Switching things around, asking for fair trades. Cop wants my ID, I want their ID. You know, fair trade. It's been unfair for a long time, and that's frustrating.